Hi, my name is Joy. I'm 23 years old and I'm a high school teacher in San Diego, California. Before I started using Passion Planner, I was an average college student just trying to get by. I was involved with community service organizations, dance teams, jobs, and I attempted to have a social life and relationship. Eventually, things started to pile up, and I got incredibly sick from overdosing caffeine and painkillers, ended my 5-year relationship, and spent many nights drinking myself to sleep. I hit my slump, or what I like to call slowly losing understanding of my purpose. I didn't feel accomplished, I didn't feel proud, I didn't feel beautiful, I didn't feel anything. I hid behind temporary smiles, held on to moments I felt alive, and worked myself to the point of exhaustion. I used my Passion Planner so that I could accomplish all the deadlines I set for myself. It helped, but I still didn't feel accomplished, proud, beautiful, or confident. I just lived through my hustle every single day. I had the hardest time believing in myself. It was so easy to focus on work, school, and relationships just so I could ignore the fact that I wasn't in love with myself, that I wasn't the joy that everyone thought I was, the joy that everyone thought I had. I felt that because I grew up in Southeast San Diego, I didn't get the right education and I wasn't qualified to teach. I spoke differently. My curriculum was nothing like what was written in my textbooks, and I couldn't pass my credential assessments. I wanted to drop out, do nothing, and wait for someone else to do what I was supposed to do. So I took the time to revamp how I used my Passion Planner. I started using Passion Planner as a reminder that I still had control over my life. Whenever I felt inadequate, I would write 5 positive words about myself in the free space in my planner. I would use the good things that happened as a diary of every small thing that made me happy. After many monthly reflections, the one lesson I always seemed to relearn every month was that my students, regardless of our difficult days, would always come first. I became so involved in teaching that I ended up falling in love with myself along the way. I had breakfast with the bullied, taught hours of life lessons with their brilliant minds, devoured my lunch with those hungry to catch up with work, and fell asleep with their hopes and dreams for themselves beyond the 4 walls of my classroom. Each day, I wake up and go to bed wanting to be the teacher my students never had, the one who grew up down the street and wanted so desperately to leave, but came back and stayed when society told her not to. Every day I teach is exhausting, but it doesn't mean I don't love what I do and the students I get to teach every day. They are the next generation of doctors, teachers, engineers, artists, filmmakers, environmentalists, and believers. It's not about the end result. It's about falling in love with the person you become throughout the process.